Good afternoon, viewers. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to our channels once again. My name is Lucky Odwikwe, representing Data Point Online Academy. I will be taking Forex Beginners Simple Strategy for our topic today. Remember, we have shared over the weeks different topics on how you can trade Forex, gold, S&P 500, NASDAQ, JBP, JPY, JBP, USD. And I want to encourage all of us to click the link below to subscribe to our YouTube, our channels, our all the social media like TikTok and the rest, so that you will not miss any of our videos that are entertaining when it comes to forex trading of any kind. Any strategy you want to apply is not a problem, but what we give out here is simple strategy that can give you an edge over every other thing. Now, today's class is going to be very simple. It's a beginner's class where we'll be talking about how you can use trend lines, how you can use moving averages. I'm going to use moving averages, simple moving average to do my analysis. Now, in general, let us remove what we have on our screen, or the chart on our screen. We remove it. Then we have a clean chart. I'll be using NAS 100, which is NASDAQ 100, or US Tech 100, whichever name you want to call it, for our analysis for today. Meanwhile, while we do that, first let's check our moving average. I'm going to be using two moving average. What do we need to do? We already have two here that is already here on our screen. Then let's just delete it off. Then we remove it. We have a clean chart. Now we go to our indicators page. Remember, we have three types of or different type of trading system. Is either you want to use price action, or you want to use just simple candlestick movement, or you want to use indicators. There are several different indicators you could talk about. Moving average, Bollinger Band, RSI, different types, but stochastic oscillators. But we're going to major on our trading today using two moving average. How you can have a crossover to have a buy or a sell on a simple market. That is the reason why we tag this trading system as a simple system for beginners, or it's simple techniques for trading forex for beginners. Now let's go to our indicators. We have moving average exponential. Let's use the moving average exponential. We click, you have it, then you click again to have the second one, then you cancel. Then we have a moving average here. We have 1, 2, and it comes with 9 on the setup. Then what do we, for us to set up this, you click on the setting, you have 9. Let's change this 9 to 50. Then the source, the offset, the type, everything remains the same. Everything, let's use default except the length. Then we go back to our style where we change color. Let's take this to be red. Now let's use the size of the indicator movements or the trend movement to be 2, so that it can be a bit bold. Now we'll come back to the second one, which is blue. Then let's go to settings. We have blue here. Let's change it to the second thickness, making it more thicker so that we can see it clearly. Now we have our number. Our number remains 9 here. Let's leave it as 9. Now we have okay, let's take 20 at this. Sometimes I use 9 and 21, or 20 and 50. Now since we are using the first one as 9, let's take the second as 20. Good. Now this is what we have here. Now how does this in the system work? The system works in the sense that once you have your movement, if it's an uptrend, you manage it as anytime the candle is above the two moving average, you consider it to be an uptrend. Anytime the candle is below is a downtrend. Now let's check back to our back testing. You have the candle here above is a downtrend. So your moving should be more of a downtrend. Now let's check. When is a downtrend? The lesser number, which is 20, will be crossing the higher number, which is 50. Now let's check here. Now let me use this to indicate it. Now you see this? Check it clearly. You see that there was a crossover here. Whenever you have a crossover, is a sell. When the blue crosses the red down, is a sell. And whenever the blue crosses the red up, is a buy. Now let's go back again. We come back here. We have this. Now, what do we have here? I can still use another indicator, the vertical line. Move your vertical line here. See, there was a crossover here. The lower number, which is 20, has to cross the higher number, 50. Then if it cross up, is a buy. If it cross down, is a sell. But remember, one thing you must have in your mind is that your candle must be above the 20 and the 50, or the 20 must be below. So whenever it's crossing the 50 from down up, you buy. Whenever it's crossing the 50 below down, you sell. So let's still back test back to see more sign of what we have here. So now you see here, we also have the same thing movement here, where the candle is crossing from, you can see this, crossing from below up is a buy. This is what we have here, and now is a buy. Now let's see, check for more entries. More entries. You can see that, just check all what you are having here. Moving from down, they are all buy. That means an uptrend. You can see it here. So your candle must be above the trend or above the moving average. That is when you consider it as a buy. But whenever the candle is below, you don't sell. You'll be looking at more of sell when the 20 moving average that is below number, or the lowest number, crossing the highest number, which is the 50 moving average. That is how a simple beginner's strategy works. Almost everybody who started Forex today started this way. Before, maybe with time, we could realize that, oh, moving average or whichever indicators, they are all green indicators. Sometimes it takes times, it linger, it does not move the way it's supposed. But in a simple way, you could also have at least 40 over 50, 50 over 100, as long as you're able to be patient to see how indicators moves. It might take time. You might have one or two trade a day, which is fine. If you're able to get two trade of crossover a day, for here we have three crossover, 1, 2, 3, and this 3 is a win if you're able to be patient. Now, that is what you need to have as a beginners. Now we have another moving average blue here crossing over, which is the fourth one here. Now is a buy. Now this is how moving average works. You must understand that every system must have a way it works. If you understand how price action works, you also need to check how indicator. There is no one that is 100% perfect. No forex strategy, no forex techniques that anybody today could tell you is 100% perfect. But mind you, all what you do, you must take your risk management into consideration to make sure that you are following your risk management, because anytime any market could decide to do whatever he want to do. We are not the market makers. We are just the retail traders trying to follow what the big market makers are doing. So that is the reason why your forex strategy must be something that you don't overtrade, you don't over leverage, you don't over emotional. You must not allow emotion to override your mood at any time, so that you can concentrate in what you do. So this is the forex beginners simple strategy I want to teach, and I want to give every one of us. And I do hope as we study and practice this along, you'll get to understand how Forex works. Meanwhile, do not forget to click below, sign up to our links, so that you can easily follow up in every channel, any of the videos we're going to be bringing out weekly and daily for us to teach you on how Forex works. Thank you for following us. Thank you for believing in Data Point. I hope and I believe strongly that if you're able to practice as a beginners in this mode, with time you get to understand how you can now apply your price action, your SMC or whatever you want to use to get your analysis done. And don't forget, I always tell you risk management 1% is very okay for a beginners. And also fundamentals, even when you use your trend line or your indicators or your price actions, make sure your fundamentals is key. Go to forexfactory.com where you can easily get your forex fundamentals news so that you can study all these things along while we go ahead giving you the best. Thank you and click the link below to continue to follow us. God bless you and have a